Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last episode, we completed the final quest in the... I was about to say in the hinterlands. No, in Crestwood. All we really have left to do is fill out the map. I don't believe there are any actual quests here. I think there could be a cave round about here, but that's it. I don't want to leave anything. That's the problem. I don't want to, just assume, okay, yeah, that's it, no more quests, and then it turns out that no, actually, there was one hidden away. You just had to go looking for it. So yeah, I doubt this will take us an entire episode, and after that, we are gonna... Oh, hello there! Oh! Bandits versus Wyvern! It looks like the Wyvern is losing. Wouldn't have expected that. And can we do a spinny spin? Hey, Aenor stole the kill. Nice. Guys, would you like to... Okay, Dorian, you don't... Dorian, bless. I appreciate your commitment. However, you can attack. There you go, chicken. Whee! Okay, who else? Is it just... Oh, how many are there? And spinning... Excuse me. What is happening? What is happening? I'm so confused. What do you mean he needs help? He's completely fine. He's got a full guard. Bring him down. Okay, and you. Give a scream. Can we... Ramming speed. Wrap him. And spinny spin. Okay, Sarah, you're fine. It's all good, chicken. You can get up. There you go. I guess the bandits noticed, hey, the dragon's gone. We can move in now. No, these are our ruins. These are our ruins now. They belong to us. They belong to the Inquisition. And we have them in memory of that dragon that was... That poor dragon. I still feel guilty. I still feel guilty about it. It died so quick. We killed it in like 5 minutes. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. It wasn't fair. I never expected I'd feel guilty about killing a dragon, but that one I feel major guilt over. How do we... I see the cave. I'm just like, how do we enter the cave? Oh! It's a damn good thing I decided to look around. There's a landmark. Do you reckon... Yeah, I reckon we might be able to get up this way. I feel like this one should be the last one. Come on, get up there. Where there's grass, you can climb. That is a simple fact. No. Come on, get over there. Ah. Come on, pardon me, people. Pardon me. Out the way. This is tricky. Where does that lead? Yeah, that's Cabronic. Yeah, we're not going to be able to scale that. We might be able to not exactly glitch our way onto there, but yes. Come on. Get up there and way. Yeah, who needs roads? You can take the scenic route. Wyvern's Watch. A mug and a bottle of wine indicate this sheltered spot may have once been a popular place to enjoy the view. Someone has carved Milton plus Lonnie into the side of the bench. Aww. That's cute. That's very sweet. Oh, bless. Man, I hope Milton and Lonnie can, you know, get her parents' blessing and all of that. This looks like the farm that got burnt down. Or rather, there was a note, you know, inside saying, hey, I burned this myself. Good luck sifting through the ashes, you bastards. Yeah, that is what this is. Okay, let's head down here, see what's in this cave. Oh, this is kind of a path. Yeah, let's maneuver our way down here. There we go. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna put the thing there. Okay, so over this way.
There's a lake like this one near my family's estates. Fewer demons.
Okay. Good to know, Dorian. Good to know. Wherever this cave is, like, is it blending really well into the background? I swear, like... Okay, we got some obsidian, that's nice, but where is this cave? No, seriously, am I going insane? Where is this cave? Aha! I swear, if there is nothing in here... If there is nothing in here after all of that... Oh, well, there was a Nug friend. That's something. A Nug friend is better than nothing. And in some cases, you know, a Nug friend... You know, a Nug friend was the real treasure all along. Vanguard coat and... Yeah, there wasn't really any good loot in here, but still. Like I said, the real treasure was the friendships we made along the way with Nugs. But only Nugs, no other friendships. Those are lesser because Nugs are the best. I just want to hug them so much. I want to hug them and play with them and pet them and knit them sweaters. Can you imagine that? A Nug in a sweater? That'd look adorable. It'd be beautiful. Okay, right over here. Yeah, and with that, the map should be complete. Anything to loot? Doesn't look like it. And yeah, that is perfect. I'll take that. Yeah, we've got everything done. So let's head back to Skyhold. Part of me feels like there may be a cutscene when we arrive, but maybe. No. I keep expecting a specific cutscene with Vivienne, and I'm like, where is it? When is it? Also, do you have anything to say?
I told them the offer was the best we could do.
And of course they said no.
They want to choke us. They think we're too remote to do anything about it.
Shame they're wrong.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Nice. Good for you two. then, if I remember correctly, is that... Oh, he is. Bearing in mind, Alistair is Kieran's father. They're finally getting to meet, or at least he's getting to look at him.
That's him. I thought he'd look, I don't know, more demonic. Tentacles and fiery breath.
He is a normal boy, Alistair.
And what does he know of how he was made?
He knows his father was a good man. I thought you deserved that much.
He's changed you.
Don't be absurd.
Oh, and this is another reason why I like doing Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts first. Because unlike Morrigan, Alistair doesn't stick around at the end of Here Lies the Abyss. You know, he's a Grey Warden. Grey Wardens can't get involved in these types of affairs, and as such he leaves. And then if you do Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts afterwards, Alistair never has this interaction. They never meet up. So that's why I like doing, you know, Orlais first and then venturing over to deal with the Grey Wardens. Oh, but I don't know if Alistair is going to interact with Kieran at all. To be honest, I think Alistair should do what he thinks is right. If he has no real interest in having a bond with Kieran, then that's fair. If he wants to, then it also doesn't help that Morrigan and Kieran are constantly travelling. It's not like Alistair can send them letters. It's not like, you know, he can send child support to them every month. He doesn't know where they are. They won't know where he is. So it's one of those things where, if I'm being honest, I think it'd be better for everyone if they kept everything professional, as it were, if they didn't have a father and son bond, because I think that would ultimately be far more difficult on both of them. But at the same time, if they could figure out a way to make it work, then that'd be really cool too. I love that interaction. I really love that interaction. And you know what? I'm going to harvest these spindleweed, but I'm going to plant some blood lotus in their place. I feel like that, you know, we just need so much blood lotus. It's so useful. And you're coming with me, as are you. And I presume that would be under common. Yeah. Okay, and you three can be changed as well. And you lastly, come on. Alrighty then. Now then, from here, I'm thinking let's head round to the war table. It's been a while since we did any of that. Oh, and now that we've captured a keep, we should have access to the fancy perks. Nice. What do we want, though? That is the question. True Grit could be good, making us tankier. After that, I don't think I'm gonna need anything from the forces menu. Let's see, what else do we have? We do have forward scouts, however... really, all we'd be using it for would be the additional landmarks, because the points of interest are the quarries and the logging stands, and we've got all of that. We now have the capabilities to build the final Skyhold upgrade, and we don't really need quarries and logging stands after that. So it would have been useful earlier on, but right now it just kind of feels a little bit superfluous. And again, I don't... Oh, the noble cadaver. The Grand Duchess in a pinewood box is now among the Inquisition's assets. Florian would be gratified to know that she is as formidable in death as in life, if only because of her odor. Damn. Damn. Yeah, none of these are things that Aenor would focus on, really. This is the kind of gubbins she'd look into once she got everything that she was interested in. You know, like, okay, I've focused on the military and on the spies and all of that. Okay, let's focus on commerce a little bit. And even then she'd be leaving it up to Josephine, so... Oh... that could also be good. Damn. No, you know what? I feel like making us all a little bit tankier would do wonders. That could be good, but... eight is more than enough if you're being careful. So yeah, true grit. Alrighty then, and what's going on here? Hard in Hightown, a worthy dwarf. Nightingale, we removed the dwarf from his home in Hightown. He had another manuscript in progress, which we burned, doused in acid, and threw into the sea. Apparently, he has a beef with Varric for setting up the champion of Kirkwall with another runecrafter. He ranted about better beards and true dwarves, and then declared himself the greatest writer in Thedas. At which point, Fletcher laughed so hard she started choking. That dwarf is a menace. And he claims he didn't send a note to Skyhold. Cooper. Oh. I love this quest chain. I absolutely love this quest chain. So, yeah, it's worthy being pissed that Hawk started using Sandal's services. Now, this is the line I find interesting. Worthy apparently wasn't the one who sent the note to Skyhold. And considering he admitted to everything else, he was like, oh yeah, I wrote the books, and I did this, and I did that, and I'm the greatest writer in Thedas. Yet he says, oh no, that wasn't something I did. And let's be honest, this guy seems a little bit delusional. He doesn't seem like he'd have the wherewithal to sneak into Skyhold and leave a threatening letter. So that is incredibly, incredibly worrisome. Also, if you go the other route and you support Aveline's investigation, you get a letter from Aveline basically saying we picked him up, he admitted everything, and he claimed he would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for that meddling Inquisitor. Something along those lines. It's a very cute Scooby-Doo reference. Still, this is so interesting. For, you know, the connotations with Dragon Age 4, I find this so interesting. Next up, a company of heroes. Sutherland's company delivered some very useful contacts. Their contribution has been immeasurable, and I hope they know it. Oh, Sutherland. He's one of my favourites. And draw out the Red Templar Lieutenant. We have the name of the Red Templar Lieutenant who was dealing with Maleficent and the Freeman. Carol. He is expected to be at the Lion's Pavilion 2 days from now. Do what is necessary to stop him, but for my sake, make it quick. I knew him once, a long time ago. Colin. Oh, damn. Now then, I'm going to decide where I am sending people next, so be right back with you. Alrighty then, and I am back. So we've been focusing a lot on Ferelden recently, so I feel like we should move over to Orlais. And first things first, Judgment, Duchess in a Box Tour 941. My apologies about that. Just had a wee bit of a coughing fit. Oh, 1 second. I need a sip. Much better. Much better. My apologies about that. Yes, where was I? Judgment, Duchess in a Box Tour 941. Several of Grand Duchess Florian's peers are manoeuvring to claim her place at court, or at least to try and cannibalize the largest portion of it. Their natures may be such that they will not see her fate as a cautionary tale. They may see how high she rose and assume that they will be ever so much smarter when the time comes to face their own inquisitors. They should be reminded of the dangers. Josephine says, "You've seen how they are slaves to bureaucracy. Demand they attend the Duchess's reception, as is usual for this time of year. I can see it now. The fashion is pine." Liliana says, "Arrange visitation. Not with you, with the Duchess. I dare say that waking to find a box traitor on their bed tables will set each straight." And Cullen says, "Since we are being barbaric, why not set her head on a pike?" That was a joke. Do not ask for her head on a pike. You want her head on a pike. No, we're not going to do that. And this is a bit much for Aenor's taste as well. It is very funny, but no, we're not going to sneak a dead woman into people's houses. We'll throw a party. We will throw a party, in honor of Florian, and she is the guest of honor in her little wooden box, and everyone can come, say hello.
Inquisitor.
Indeed. Aid those impacted by the Civil War. The Imperial Army will aid the Inquisition's forces against Corypheus, but they must also address lingering issues at home. Weaknesses in the Vale, no doubt heightened due to rifts, have resulted in demons on the road between Valforet and Monsiman. This would demand a call to action at the best of times. Unfortunately, the increased number of travellers on the road, merchants attempting to restore trade and displaced civilians returning home after the war, has made the situation worse. The head of the Imperial Army has requested assistance from the Inquisition in subduing this threat. Josephine says, "Merchants often travel with armed escorts, but civilians require safe shelter. We could petition the Chantry for aid on their behalf." Liliana says, "I doubt the army needs the assistance of a full complement of soldiers. My agents can scout the roads and divert travellers away from the worst areas." And Cullen says, "A chance to solidify our alliance and prove ourselves their equal. A joint venture will also increase our understanding of Imperial Army structure and tactics." Yeah, this sounds really good.
To work?
Indeed. Yeah, we don't want Orlais to think that, we don't give it our all, or we'll just petition, the Chantry to help out. No, the Inquisition gets its hands dirty. And lastly, locate Rhys and Evangeline. Sister Liliana, per your request, after seeing that no mage named Rhys was present at the conclave at the time of the explosion, I began my search. It appears, based on reports gathered from rebel mages, that Rhys had originally intended to be at the conclave, but the former Templar Evangeline persuaded him not to attend. She believed corruption within the Templars sought to exacerbate the conflict, and this merited investigation. Evangeline was last seen not far from Valfermin, where a merchant described her as fighting other Templars and being taken, injured but alive. Rhys came through the area not long after, searching for her. The forests near Valfermin offer many places to hide, but the Inquisition could track down these renegade Templars if you so order. Yours in service, Walker. Cullen says, "My men can cut through the forest and recover Rhys and Evangeline safely." Liliana says, "Walker knows the area. She and her scouts can get Rhys and Evangeline out safely." And Josephine says, "I have friends in the area who would gladly help rescue someone so important to the Inquisition." Now, if Walker is a native of that area, if she knows it, then, she'll be quickest.
Let's see what we have.
Indeed. Alrighty then, let me just go back to my timer. Okay, we have 5 minutes left. Alrighty then. And you know what? I think I'm in a pretty decent area to end, so let's read some codex entries. Magic. The Tranquil. The Tranquil are the least understood but most visible members of the Circle. Every city of respectable size boasts a Circle of Magi shop, and every one of these shops is run by a Tranquil proprietor. The name is a misnomer, for they are not tranquil at all. Rather, they are like inanimate objects that speak. If a table wished to sell you an enchanted penknife, it could pass as one of these people. Their eyes are expressionless, their voices monotone. Incomparable craftsmen they might be, but they are hardly the sort of mages to put ordinary folk at ease. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitivi. And Vitar. After extensive study of the Kunari specimens you kindly provided, I've come to the conclusion that the painted markings on their face and body are not, in fact, solely for ceremonial purpose, but provide a practical benefit. Oh, I'm certain there is some cultural significance to the patterns and colours they choose, but the Kunari do nothing without purpose, yes? They call these markings Vitar, which in their tongue means poison armour. It's called this because the markings are magical in nature and actually harden their skin to an iron-like quality without hindering flexibility, and my analysis says the paint consists largely of poison. It's mixed with something else. Blood, perhaps their own, and that neutralizes the poison, but only for one with Kunari physiology. Anyone else would perish almost instantly. Which reminds me, I'll kindly require another body slave. The process activates the magical qualities of the poison, which provides the protective effects, almost in the same manner that Lyrian runes do. How this works and whether it can be used for our purposes will require further study. Perhaps some live specimens this time? From a letter written by Nemiria Oreganus, apprentice to Magister Varus, Dragon 932. Antiva. In the rest of the civilized world, it is common belief that Antiva has no king. I assure you, gentle readers, that this is untrue. The line of kings in Antiva has remained unbroken for 2,500 years. It is simply that nobody pays any attention to them whatsoever. In truth, the nation is ruled by a collection of merchant princes. They are not princes in the literal sense, but heads of banks, trading companies, and vineyards. Their power is conferred strictly by wealth. But Antiva is not primarily renowned for its peculiar form of government, nor for its admittedly unparalleled wines. Antiva is known for the House of Crows. Since Antivans are well known for being good at everything but fighting, it is more than a little ironic that Antiva possesses the most deadly assassins in the world. Their fame is such that Antiva keeps no standing army. No king is willing to order his troops to assault her borders, and no general is mad enough to lead such an invasion. The attack would likely succeed, but its leaders would not see the day. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitivi. And with that, I am going to bring today's episode to a close. In the next one, I'm not entirely sure if we'll get to the Western approach in tomorrow's episode. We might, however, there are a couple of things I want to do around Skyhold first. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.